that he would be willing to pay whatever you want to fight Crawford.
Fine.
Yeah.
If he's willing to pay whatever I want, hands down.
Terence is not a regular guy. You know what I'm saying? He's special.
What other opportunity in life are you gonna get to make 100 and something million? Look at Evan. Coach Evan said 150, but he think Bud getting. What other opportunity in life you gonna get to make 150 million?
Canelo Alvarez, the famous Mexican boxing champion, has said he is ready to fight Terence Crawford if the money is right. This news has made boxing fans very excited, as both Canelo and Crawford are seen as some of the best fighters in the sport.
Why not? Why not? I think Crawford don't get me wrong. He's a great fighter. But for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight. For me, easy money. So if the money is right, I'm in. Because, you know, I don't like to fight guys like Crawford because he move a lot and the fight is not that great. I saw Crawford the last fight and he don't move that much now. So, yeah.
Ryan Bomack McIntyre, Crawford's trainer, is very happy about the upcoming match. He said this fight is a big chance for Crawford to show his skills against a strong opponent like Canelo.
First off, how excited are you about it? And break the fight down for us.
Well, I ain't going to break the fight down for you because I don't want to get a game plan away. But I'm excited for Terence more than anything to get the fight that he wants, to show the world that he's great. He's great, one of the greats that laced up the gloves. And so it's my job as a trainer. It's the job of Saul, the job of Red, whoever else is coming in camp with us, Bernie, to lead him to that win.
A lot of people make a lot about the 21-pound difference, the 14-pound difference, however you want to look at it. And they're saying that they think that it's just going to be too much, a bridge too far for Terence Crawford, that the size and the strength of Canelo Alvarez will carry the day, ultimately wearing the perceivably smaller Terence Crawford down. What do you say about that?
I tell you like this. The man must have seen something when he called to Canelo out, because you got to remember, Bud called Canelo out. So he must see something in order for him to get that win. And he know he can win. So like I said before, it's our job to get him to that point.
I talked to Jose Benavidez Jr. about the fight between Terence and Canelo Alvarez. A glowing report from Jose Benavidez Jr. about Terence Crawford, saying that Canelo Alvarez better not sleep on Terence Crawford because he is an effing beast.
Well, you know, he been in there with Bud, so he understand, you know, what Bud could bring to what brings to the table. So he just giving that warning out to this, not only Canelo, he giving the warning out to all the bettors out there that's going to bet against Bud. You know, fuck up and lose your money.
Terence Crawford is going to earn a big purse of $135 million, 0 cents, for this fight, making it one of the most money-making bouts in boxing history. This huge amount shows how big the event is and how Crawford is becoming more important in the boxing world.
You heard what Bud said. Weight class is for a reason. But then Bud and his team heard the TBV show. Then it's like, yo, you know what? Bud, we could throw the towel in. We gonna shimmy all the way to the bank. We gonna drop this 9 figures in the bank. We got you. Do we believe we could beat them? Yeah. What other opportunity in life are you gonna get to make 100 and something million? Look at Evan. Coach Evan said 150, but he think Bud getting. What other opportunity in life you gonna get to make 150 million? Also be able to have an eject button. If you doing good, the towel never come out. Shit get ugly, the towel come out. They not about to just let Canelo beat on Crawford if Crawford can't handle Canelo. You understand? It's not gonna be a pride thing. You know, Bomack been there all his life. Why would I allow that?
In a straight talk with Joe Rogan, Crawford showed confidence about his chances in this big fight. He shared his strong belief in himself and said he is ready for the challenge, showing his clear determination to win against Canelo.
For big guys, you know what I mean? But I believe in my skills and my ability, and I believe in my team. I believe we'll come up with something that, you know, will be suitable for me to be successful in that fight.
That would probably be the biggest fight in boxing.
Definitely.
That fight would be gigantic.
It would.
That would be a big one.
Boxer Tim Tszyu shared his thoughts on the upcoming fight, saying that Crawford might find it hard to outbox Canelo. He said the result could depend a lot on which version of Canelo shows up, and pointed out Canelo's experience and ability to adjust in the ring.
He can outbox Canelo. It depends on what kind of Canelo rocks up, and Canelo is very, very experienced. But at the same time, he's had a lot of fights, which means that there is a time that you do go downhill as well. So I don't know. It's an interesting fight.
It's a crazy fight. I like it. A lot of fans have said like they're not interested because of the weight difference. But like to me, it's like I want to see how he's able to deal with the weight difference.
Yeah, but the thing is, Canelo used to be a 154 as well, So there is a slight weight division difference, but then Terence is coming up from 130. So
yeah, he's a lot smaller. Yeah, Canelo's like a little mini tank, man. He's like his bones are he's just a stocky dude.
Thick.
This fight is being called a historic clash between two of the best fighters of their time. It is set to happen during the Riyadh season and is expected to get attention from all over the world, helping both Canelo and Crawford build their legacies.
Right. As you see here, Terence Bud Crawford is back training. Is he training for that May showdown with Saul Canelo Alvarez? A mega fight? That's a mega fight. In movies, you have blockbuster movies like Star Wars, Independence Day. This is a blockbuster fight. This is a massive fight. Two of the best guys in their era facing off against one another. This would be explosive. And it's supposed to be Riyadh season, Cinco de Mayo. This is a fight that reportedly Canelo Alvarez has agreed now. That's huge. Who y'all got winning this fight? You see Terence Bud Crawford training. Is he training for Canelo Alvarez? Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think.
Coach Joel Diaz shared his worries about the big size difference between the two fighters. He said the smaller fighter might have a hard time landing strong punches and handling Canelo's power. He also said some people might not fully see how much this size gap could matter.
A lot of people that say that Crawford can beat Canelo, no problem. I mean, I respect that, but I just think they're stupid. I mean, excuse my language. The size difference of a bigger man changes everything with one punch. And I can see the same thing. I mean, you saw Canelo Alvarez fighting Amir Khan. Now, look at this. Terence Crawford moved from 47 to 54 to fight Madrimov. What did he do to Madrimov? Nothing.
A lot.
Okay, Madrimov was a 54-pounder. Now, to move up to 168, that's 2 more divisions. Canelo Alvarez will take any punch from Crawford, but I don't think Crawford will take any punches from Canelo. Remember, Canelo got hit by Triple G, the heaviest hitter in that division. And Canelo took those shots like a champ. I don't think Crawford has anything to beat Canelo.
People have started talking about the fight records of both boxers. Critics say that while Canelo has fought and beaten top-level fighters, Crawford's list does not include big names like Gennady Golovkin. This has led to questions about Crawford's experience at the highest level.
There's no Triple G on Bud's resume. There's no Trout on Bud's resume. There's no Daniel Jacobs on Bud's resume. Canelo is the one that's fought the elite level opposition. It's Canelo that fought Laura. There is no Laura on Bud's resume. There is no Laura on Bud's resume. Bud has never faced a multiple division champ. Bud has never faced a multiple division champ.
Yeah, but Bud is an elite boxer.
So you're an elite boxer, but you haven't fought elite boxers.
Boxing legend Juan Manuel Marquez has shared his doubts about Crawford moving up 2 weight classes for this fight. He said weight classes are there for a reason and is worried that making such a big jump might not be good for Crawford.
I don't like the fight because Terence Crawford is a good fighter, but in the sport of boxing, it has divisions. You know what I mean?
Right, weight classes.
Yeah, weight classes
for a reason.
Weight classes and Terence Crawford is a good fighter in super lightweight, welterweight, super welterweight, but I think more I remember when Terence Crawford fought with Madrimo.
Yes.
He looks slow. He looks with no power, and three more divisions. Two more divisions is, I think it's a top fight for Terence Crawford. But Terence Crawford is a great fighter. He has a great defense. He has a good combination punches. But I think the weight class is no good for him.
Former super middleweight champion Caleb Plant has shared his excitement for the upcoming fight, saying both fighters have great talent. He believes it will be an exciting and close match that will catch the attention of boxing fans all over the world.
Terence is not a regular guy. You know what I'm saying? He's special. And, Canelo, he's a top-notch fighter, world-class fighter. Still on the pound-for-pound list, I'm sure towards somewhere near the top. And it's exciting. Terence is freakishly strong. He can punch. He's got good crack. He can fight from both ways. Orthodox, southpaw. He can fight at mid-range, close range, outside. And he can fight going both ways. So it's exciting. It's exciting. It's a big question mark on the end of it, though. So that's why, I'm sure all of us are excited for that bell to ring and, be able to find out firsthand.
Crawford has responded to worries about the size difference, saying that Canelo doesn't have a huge advantage in size. He made it clear that he's confident in facing the challenge, downplaying the idea that Canelo is too big.
You want to fight Canelo? Would you ever entertain a fight with Benavidez?
Benavidez is a big dude. Not to say I won't fight him, but the only reason why I entertain Canelo is because he's not a big dude. He might be thick, but he's not a big dude. Benavidez is like 6 foot something, come in 190, 200 probably, I might as well go to heavyweight if I fight Benavidez.
Yeah, thought that at one point when Volkanovski was champion. I had retired and I was like, dude, the only fight that I would really want to come back for, this dude's 5'6" and he's pound for pound.
Yeah.
So I understand what you're looking at. You're like, you know what?
You just size him up.
Yeah.
You just size him up, especially when you're going into a bigger weight class, size him up and you see your advantages.
Boxing analysts have had many discussions about how the weight class will affect the fight. Some believe that if the fight were at 154 or 157 pounds, Terence Crawford would have the advantage because of his skills and experience in those lower weight classes. However, if the fight is at 168 pounds, many experts favor Canelo Alvarez because of his natural size and weight advantage. Canelo's ability to fight well at this heavier weight, along with his power and strength, makes many think he would have the upper hand in this weight class.
If Crawford and Canelo were to come to fruition, you see that being competitive still, even with the 21-pound difference, Jim?
If I'm Crawford, I don't want to have to go up to 168 pounds to get the fight. I want to somehow gull Canelo into thinking that it's okay to fight him at, best of all possible worlds, 154. But if I'm Terence Crawford, I want to try to make clear that there's no way you're going to get me to come into the ring at 168. That's your game, not mine. If Crawford is able to get Canelo down to 160, and so this depends on what I see out of Canelo this weekend.
Right.
But let's say he has a good fight, not a great fight, and he wins. If Crawford can get him down to 160, I make it a pick fight. If Crawford can get him down to 154 or 157, Crawford is, in my view, a big favorite in the fight. 168, I still have to favor Canelo.
Sports commentators Stephen A. Smith and Andre Ward have discussed the upcoming fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, taking into account the impact of the weight class. They pointed out that some people might underestimate Crawford's abilities, especially his exceptional skill set and determination. Both analysts agree that while Canelo's natural size advantage at 168 pounds is significant, Crawford's technical skills, adaptability, and resilience should not be overlooked. They believe that Crawford's ability to excel in tough situations could make him a strong opponent, even against a larger and more powerful fighter like Canelo.
Fight do you think is out there now that we all should want to see where we probably get more than we expected? What's the ideal fight?
The game is different, man. It's a lot of strategy going on with guys not taking fights and why they're not taking fights. I like the Terence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez fight. A lot of people say,
So do I.
That I'm crazy for thinking that Terence Crawford to win that fight. And my thing is like, okay, well, if you don't think that Terence Crawford can outbox Canelo Alvarez, you may have to check your IQ.
You're not watching. Absolutely.
And there's a reason why Canelo Alvarez ain't jumping at that fight. He fought Amir Khan, which was, I think, 2 weight classes lower than him. So the weight thing ain't that
at least
big
a weight class.
Canelo.
And he fought Charlo.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm missing with that. So that's a fight that I would really like to see. That's a dangerous fight for both fighters for different reasons.
Commentator Showbiz the Adult has pointed out that Terence Crawford has never faced an opponent like Canelo Alvarez. He stressed the importance of experience against top-level competition, something Canelo has dealt with throughout his career. Showbiz the Adult believes this fight will be a big test for Crawford, as it will challenge him in ways he hasn't been challenged before. Despite Crawford's impressive skills and achievements, facing a fighter like Canelo, with his experience and versatility, will be a big step up. The result will show if Crawford can succeed at the elite level.
People bring up Terence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez. We keep bringing up the weight class, but that's not my thing. This is what I'm mostly thinking about when it comes to that matchup. Terence Crawford has never met anyone like him. Y'all don't understand the importance of that statement. In order to beat Canelo, you gotta be great first. Triple G, Floyd, Bill, you gotta be great because Canelo is great. Canelo ain't just a big tank guy, that's why he's great. Head movement, good speed, accuracy, great heart, guts, chin. He's great. He has that X factor that only the great ones have. He fights more often than Crawford, at least twice a year. And he doesn't stop fighting. He fights through knee injury, wrist injury. If you're 6 foot something, if you're 5'11" or 5, it doesn't matter. He's great.
Former opponent Amir Khan shared his thoughts on facing both Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. He recognized Canelo's great power, but pointed out that Canelo can be hit. In contrast, Khan praised Crawford's amazing defensive skills, calling him a more elusive and harder opponent to land punches on. Khan emphasized that while Canelo's offensive power is strong, Crawford's ability to avoid strikes and control the pace of the fight makes him a more difficult opponent. This comparison shows how their different styles would make a potential fight between Crawford and Canelo interesting.
Both. Like, what are the differences between them? Canelo's strong and is easily hit. Very easily hit, very easily. Compared to when I fought against Crawford, I couldn't hit clean. They both hit hard because, and you can see the strength when I was fighting against Crawford. He is very strong as well. So, look, yeah, but why does he need to give that much away? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go for fighting Canelo?
Boxer Edgar Berlanga has recognized Terence Crawford's legendary skills and achievements, but pointed out Canelo Alvarez's big advantages in weight and size. Berlanga said these physical factors could play a key role in the outcome of the upcoming fight between the two. While Crawford is known for his excellent boxing ability, Berlanga suggested that Canelo's natural size and strength might give him the upper hand, especially as Crawford moves up in weight. This difference in physical attributes could affect the fight and favor Canelo, despite Crawford's technical skills.
My good friend, my brother, Terence Crawford, wants to fight Canelo.
Yeah.
Just from your expert opinion, knowing how Canelo fights, what he's like in the ring, I know you haven't been in the ring with Terence, but what do you think of that fight?
I truly believe, that, anything can happen in boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that I favor Canelo is that, is his weight.
Yeah.
And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford can match anybody and probably do way better, you know what I'm saying? But Crawford is a legend, bro.
Yeah.
And like I said, you can't count him out, you know what I'm saying?
Stephen A. Smith has raised concerns about Terence Crawford's decision to move up 3 weight classes to face Canelo Alvarez. He highlights the big difference in size, power, and experience between the two fighters, suggesting that Crawford may be at a disadvantage. Smith questions whether this bold move is wise, given the challenges of facing a much larger opponent like Canelo. While Crawford is an elite fighter, Smith believes the jump in weight could be too much, and the outcome of the fight might not go in Crawford's favor. This brings up doubts about whether the matchup makes sense.
Let me tell you what I think should be gone. The notion that Terence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez. He's entirely too small. Jermell Charlo already proved that. Y'all remember that scene from Rocky? Remember that scene from Rocky 2? When Carl Weathers was Apollo Creed and his trainer was like, can I be honest? I saw you beat this man within an inch of his life. And he kept coming. He wouldn't go away. He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Apollo couldn't do it. And lost fight number 2. Trained him for Rocky 3. And then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago. Because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go. Too small.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and stay informed. Stay tuned for more updates, and let's keep our news accurate.